of Three-Eye Atlas, as soon as it was discovered, I estimated its expected size based on the reflectance of sunlight, and it looked as if it's 20 kilometers, which is huge. It's as big as Manhattan Island and twice as big as the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs.
For years, scientists have scanned the skies searching for comets, asteroids, and interstellar travelers that occasionally slip into our solar system. Most of them pass by quietly, leaving behind only faint trails of dust and brief observations. But every once in a while something appears that does not fit the pattern, and now astronomers are tracking such an object, one they have officially named Three-Eye Atlas, and its behavior is already rewriting what we thought we knew about the universe. This isn't the first time humanity has encountered an interstellar visitor. In 2017 we had Oumuamua, a strange elongated rock that tumbled past Earth at incredible speed, and in 2019 we had Borisov, a comet-like object that behaved more naturally, but Three-Eye Atlas is different. It is larger, brighter, and far more unpredictable, and that combination alone makes it the most mysterious interstellar body ever detected. Initial observations suggested that its nucleus might be 3 to 10 kilometers wide, already huge by comet standards, but newer calculations shocked researchers by pushing the possible size up to 20 to 46 kilometers across, making it potentially larger than Mount Everest and far more massive than Oumuamua or Borisov combined. And the problem is simple. Interstellar fragments of this size should be vanishingly rare. Space simply does not fling out giant blocks of rock and ice often, so why did we get one now? When sunlight began to hit Three-Eye Atlas, it developed the expected coma, a glowing envelope of dust and gas surrounding its icy body, and like most comets, it trailed a tail stretching millions of kilometers, but astronomers quickly noticed something strange. Instead of staying steady, its glow shifted color, from a reddish hue into a sharp green, and while comets sometimes glow green due to cyanogen and carbon gases, the intensity and timing of this transition were abnormal. It happened suddenly and precisely as though triggered, not gradually as with normal comet chemistry. Spectroscopy revealed another bizarre detail: nickel without iron in its emissions, a combination unheard of in natural solar system comets, because nickel and iron are normally forged together in stars and found together in meteorites. Separating them takes unusual cosmic processes, or, on Earth, industrial refining, and while nobody is claiming factories are operating inside Three-Eye Atlas, the chemistry raises troubling questions about whether this object has passed through environments that altered it in ways we do not understand. And then came the anti-tail, a phenomenon so rare that even seasoned astronomers were stunned. Normally, a comet's tail points away from the sun because the solar wind pushes dust outward, but in this case observers saw a bright streak apparently pointing back toward the sun. Not an illusion, but a real feature produced by heavier fragments of ice that broke away and scattered light differently. Yet the brightness and scale of the anti-tail exceeded known examples, fueling speculation that something about this object's surface or structure was far from ordinary. Trajectory analysis deepened the puzzle, because unlike typical interstellar objects that dive into the solar system from steep angles, Three-Eye Atlas is moving almost perfectly along the ecliptic plane, the flat disk where planets orbit the sun, tilted by less than 5 degrees. The chance of such alignment happening randomly is about 1 in 500, and this path takes it close to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, like a carefully planned tour, eerily similar to how mission engineers chart gravity assist flybys for spacecraft such as Voyager or Cassini. And more unsettling still, when it makes its closest approach to the sun, Earth will be safely positioned on the opposite side, as if, by design, we are being kept out of its way. This raised a haunting possibility. What if Three-Eye Atlas is not just a comet, but some kind of deliberate probe or engineered messenger passing through on a fixed cycle? And this theory gained fuel when independent astronomers pointed out that its arrival direction is near the Sagittarius constellation, the same region of sky from which mysterious radio bursts, including the famous wow signal, were detected decades ago, could the alignment be coincidence or part of a much older pattern of visits and observations? The James Webb Space Telescope provided even more intrigue when its infrared instruments detected heat from 3I Atlas that did not look like sunlight reflecting, but rather like an internal thermal source, faint pulses of warmth radiating rhythmically. And while comets can heat unevenly as ices sublimate, the precision of this pulsing resembled something mechanical, leading some to describe it as a heartbeat in the data. And when compared to astrophysical phenomena like pulsars or quasars, no match could be found, reinforcing the idea that this was not random noise but deliberate emission. Later, a fragment broke away trailing behind 3I Atlas, which at first was assumed to be normal cometary debris, but when studied it appeared strangely geometric with surfaces smoother than expected and angles suspiciously regular. And although resolution was limited, speculation ran wild that this fragment was engineered material, perhaps a component or shell cast off from the main body. As if this weren't enough, researchers monitoring Earth's magnetosphere reported faint disturbances timed with 3I Atlas approach, ripples in our planet's weak magnetic field aligning suspiciously with pulses measured from the object, and while correlation is not proof, no known comet has ever influenced Earth's magnetism from such a distance, raising fears that 3I Atlas is interacting with our solar environment in active ways. The theories became more daring, some suggesting it could be a living probe, a hybrid of biology and machinery, carrying organic residues in its tail that resembled precursors to genetic material, flickering patterns consistent with primitive self-replicating structures, and this opened the door to a chilling concept, panspermia, on a scale we had never considered. The idea that 3I Atlas could be a seeder of life, scattering blueprints of biology across star systems, maybe even responsible for the origins of life on Earth billions of years ago. Others pushed a darker theory, that its silence and sudden dimming at times are not accidents but strategies, that when observed it powers down, slipping into a defensive or stealth mode, suggesting awareness of being watched, a terrifying possibility because it would mean this is not just a rock or a probe, but a form of intelligence capable of responding to attention. And history offers further unease, because when astronomers searched archival sky surveys they found hints of anomalies along the same vector in 1987, 1998, and 2013. Faint disturbances in infrared and unexplained radio bursts, leading to the question of whether 3I Atlas has passed by before, quietly observing, looping through on cycles longer than we realized, its return now coinciding with an era when our technology is finally advanced enough to notice. Future observations are critical, because on October 3, 2025 3I Atlas will pass close to Mars, giving orbiters like NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and ESA's JUICE probe a chance to image it at relatively close range, perhaps capturing details sharp enough to reveal whether it reflects sunlight like ice or generates power like machinery. And by December, its dive near the Sun will test whether it behaves like a natural comet, flaring chaotically, or maintains the eerie precision of something controlled. So, what do we make of all this? A comet, larger than expected, glowing green, sprouting an anti-tail, carrying strange chemistry, emitting pulses of heat, shedding geometric fragments, disturbing magnetic fields, aligning perfectly with planetary orbits and arriving from the same region as unexplained cosmic signals. On its own, each detail could be explained away as coincidence or anomaly, but together they paint a picture too deliberate to ignore, and whether it is natural or not, it is forcing us to confront the possibility that we are not alone and never have been. As scientists prepare instruments and telescopes for the coming months, the public is left with one chilling question. What exactly is 3I Atlas, a natural wanderer carrying secrets of distant star systems, a probe designed by unknown intelligence, a living entity seated in plasma and matter instead of cells, or something we have no words for yet? And perhaps the most unsettling part is its apparent indifference to us, because silence from an intelligent object is not a lack of communication. It is a choice, and in space that silence is louder than any message. Right now, 3I Atlas is only a speck of light against the stars, but its story is echoing across observatories and online forums alike, its anomalies stacking higher, its mysteries deepening, and its approach drawing nearer. And when it sweeps past Mars and then the Sun, we may finally get answers. Answers that could either confirm this as the strangest comet ever found, or reveal it as the first messenger from beyond, and either outcome will change how we see our place in the universe forever. So watch the skies, follow the data, and prepare. Because this is not just another rock drifting past our world, this is 3I Atlas, and it is challenging everything we thought we knew about space, about life, and about ourselves.